It's me, Christine, again. Welcome on in. Is it Wednesday? Oui, oui. C'est mercredi? Mardi, mercredi. C'est quelle journée aujourd'hui? Okay. Welcome on in, everyone. It's Christmas! I look good in red, thanks. That's convenient. Welcome on in, everyone. It's Simply Stream Wednesday. We're playing games. We're going to finish. This song has vocals. Apologies. We're gonna finish the game, This Bed We Made, which is about a maid in the 1950s who likes to snoop in people's hotel rooms, and then we find shit out about them. And it's also based in Montreal, Canada, so it's French. So it's basically made for me. So there you go. So we're gonna finish that game. I've played 2 full episodes of it so far, in case you missed it. Or if you're watching on VOD, I know you've watched the other 2. You know, that's why you're on VOD. Because you like to go in order. Hi, man.
Hello.
Did you, like, wear the exact same thing as me on purpose? Well, almost the exact same thing.
Red?
Why are you wearing red? You're matching me. Why not wear the sweater?
Red? I found some Alikja chocolate. Alikja. Alikja.
I think it's Alicia. Ja.
How do you pronounce that?
Okay. Yeah, ask them how to pronounce it.
Alikja.
It's chocolate. Is this a present for me?
Chocolate
It
peppermint
matches.
tea. Chocolate peppermint chocolate.
Thanks, man. Okay, cheers. Do you have your tea? Get your tea. It's essential. It's critical. It's required. It's mandatory. Mandatory tea time. Ooh, it's hot and spicy. It's not spicy. It's peppermint. It's on my tea page. Not this mug. This mug is gone now. I like it, but I don't think they have it anymore. Their David C. new Tumblr looks like the After Party collection. Didn't even plan that, but yeah, right? It's kind of fun. I'm gonna cover it with stickers soon, but I figured before I cover it with stickers, I would show it to you before I put Zyler and Menchie's face all over it. All right. What's going on? What are you doing? What have you done this week? Has it been a good week? Have you started Black Friday bullshit, you know? Did you remember your family and, like, people you're supposed to get presents for, or were you just getting your own shit? I'm lecturing myself, basically, because, you know, like, I gotta remember. I gotta plan. I gotta, like, okay, well, like, how long will shipping take? Maybe I gotta consider, like, what are we doing for presents this year? Come to agreements with people and, like, decide what you're gonna do or not gonna do. You know, it's okay if people just mutually decide to, like, not do presents if that's what they agree upon. It was a verbal contract, you know? Just establish the guidelines and then you're all good. Phew! So stressful. Definitely just my own shit. HOLO THERE only. HOLO THERE would be wasted on my family because they wouldn't treat the polish right. Barbarians. What would they do? They wouldn't treat it right? Like they just wouldn't use it? They wouldn't appreciate the hollow or something? Doing my nails and drinking wine, that's nice. Am I getting presents from my cousins? My first, second, or third cousins? Well, I don't know what is what. Still thinking about what the definition of a second cousin is. I was at the airport when the After Party collection premiered. That's fun. You got places to go, places to be. All right. Oh, we have Stream Elements bot is working. Yes, HOLO THERE Black Friday is still on. It has been on since the After Party launch. And it will continue to be on until the end of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which is November 27th. So yeah, that's long time. Stuff started selling out though. I thought I had an update, which was that Fallen Flake taco was back. But then as soon as I was gonna say it was back, I realized that like one of the other down to earth ones sold out. Which one was it? Yeah. Fallen Flake came back, but then Brick Wall sold out. Stop it! No. Now people can't buy the bundle. Okay, well, I've added that to my list of questions to ask people when it's work hours. But yeah. I know the team is working hard on like trying to restock some of the, you know, the usual suspects that have gone out of stock. We did it with Fallen Flake very quickly. But all I know is that you guys are clearing us out, as you should, because the discounts are a lot. But yeah, I don't have an answer on Scorched Earth either yet. Glass Nail File probably won't be until December. Yeah. And I believe it's the same with the display rack. Those are like longer items. Yeah, Barista's also not back. I think it's just one of them that's out though. So hypothetically, you could still get the other 4 and it's like the same price roughly as the bundle. Like the bundles are great most of the time, but right now you don't really need it. Like you could just add them individually, you know what I mean? And then just pick up this one later. But I don't think this one will be soon, unfortunately. But yeah, you know what? Like, I'm glad you guys are getting everything you want, but also like leave some for other people, okay? Don't buy triplicates. Unless you have really extended second and third cousin family and like you can't control it, you know what I mean? Like I will kind of understand if you have a big family, but otherwise, you know, you gotta be a little conservative. Leave some for everyone else. Thank you for releasing such an adorable kitty Christmas sweater. Oh, thank you. Can I share that now? I want to share. Okay, I took these pictures. These pictures were in my basement, not at the professional studio. Because I know some people were like, oh, you know, like, where's your makeup or whatever? Like in some of the pictures, I'm like cut off like this. Okay, yes, we did launch this. I'm really excited. So let's go through that. This is new on simplyanalogicalshop.com. It's a Catch for Charity campaign where we have a limited edition holiday sweater that features Menchie and Zyler stuck in a Christmas tree. And 100% of net proceeds that I get from all the sales of these sweaters or crew necks will be donated to an animal-related welfare charity. So it's a pre-order item that's available from now, or it was technically yesterday, until November 23rd. So on November 23rd, we'll collect all of the orders and then they will begin to produce them like all in one go. And then orders will ship after they're done producing them, which is expected to be December 12th. So this is a pre-order to like get everyone's orders together so we know exactly which color and size that you want to order. And then they kind of like mass produce it later. And everything I get from this, I will be donating to charity. Obviously, I'll show you the receipts after that. But we'll wait until the campaign is over and everything is cleared to see. But yeah, and huge shout out to Pillar. You know Pillar? I don't know if she's in the chat, but Pillar is a Discord mod and also creator of the Menchie and Zyler emotes that you see in the chat and on the Discord. And she designed this. I asked her, like, this was like August. I was like, Pillar, I need a Christmas design. And so she came up with a couple ideas, did a little tweaks, and then landed on Menchie and Zyler in the tree. I just like, look at Zyler's butt. What a cutie with a booty. Yeah, so Menchie's happy putting the star atop the tree, and Zyler's like, fuck this, I hate Christmas. So it comes in bright red or kind of more of like a heathered foresty green. I wanted the red because I was like, the point is to be like ugly Christmas sweater energy, like bright Santa red. But then I also realized like, well, what if people just like want to tone it down a little bit? So that's what the green is. And those were my nails that I did for this shoot, so it matched. So if you were like, why are you wearing green taffy and red licorice? This was why. But yeah. So all the sizes are available. That was available from this crew neck maker. And you can pre-order it. It's a pre-order item. I'll say that again. And then orders will start shipping on December 12th after the pre-order period ends and they've all been made. And this is on my website. This is not HOLO Taco, to be clear. This is simplyanalogicalshop.com. And also we have podcast merch. Did you see that? Are there kid sizes? No, unless we're adult children. I'm an adult child. I'm wearing a size small, but I also wear the extra small. Actually, this red picture, that's an extra small. I just wrote I was wearing a small because I put the wrong one on. But today I'm wearing a small. Menchie. Look who it is. Menchie, that's you. Look! Look, baby! You're so pretty. You should be a model. You should be a model. We're gonna give all the money to your friends. She's jealous. She's like, I want it. No! It's time. It's Christmas. We're gonna give it to your friends. Look at the little monkey. No, but a small would be cute for a kid to wear. Yeah, the smallest size is extra small, and that's what I'm wearing in this picture. So I don't think it's that small. Like, extra small is not that small. I'd say they're like cozy fit. It's a different sweater than the other cat merch, in case you have the 6 emotes. The 9, I can't count. The 9 emote cat merch is different and a much more expensive, like, base sweater. But because this was for charity and Christmas and whatever, I wanted... Here, let me have it in Canadian one right now. How come I can't switch it? Hold on. Hello? There. It's $49 US. Stop eating my hair. Because I wanted to pick a different blank, they call them blanks, like a different base sweater to make it cheaper and more affordable. So that's why it's $49, but it is a different sweater. It's not the same sweater as the other cat's one. It has like a baseball tee line here. You can't really see when it's the same color, but it has like a different seam and it's fleecier and like a little bit thinner. But yeah, it's $49 instead of $69 is the normal cat sweaters because it's a totally different shirt. And also this is a pre-order batch order. And it's limited edition. So like different factors allow me to make it $49. The merch doesn't come with Menchie on a shoulder. Yes. There's no cat hair included, only in my pictures, but you can definitely tell on the green. Wait, like if you zoom in, like look. I was like fucking rolling, you know? Like, I'm not even gonna Photoshop it out, just leave the cat hair on. Shipping is separate? Yeah. So on my merch store and like a lot of people's merch stores, depending on where this particular sweater or shirt is coming from and where it's printed, they all ship separately and on their own timelines. So if you order this and something else, they're not going to come together. I mean, maybe in some circumstances they like might, but it's unlikely. So everything is kind of calculated separately and it would show up in cart. How many Menchies are on screen? Menchie, there's 4. No, 3. Can't count. Hey, sweetie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. This time I put both the cats on the shirt so that Menchie couldn't win. Oh, there's 4. I forgot. So both the cats are on the shirt, then they're both winning. There you go. Go down, monkey girl. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me go through questions. Do you like Ben's face? I love Ben's face there. Hello, Jody. Hello, Christine. Happy Wednesday. Just got some great news. Looking for a celebration color to paint my nails with while I wait for the new collection. Woo! Good news. We all could use some of that. Thank you for releasing such an... Thank you, Christine, with an H. Last year I bought a whole lot during the sales. Completed missing collections, and now I can restock on essentials. Love all the sales. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. I ordered my Podlogical hoodie this morning. I'm so happy y'all finally made podcast merch. So I've had this for some time, and I do believe detectives found it. Unintentionally. This was a professional picture. You can usually tell, here, I'll tell you a trick, how to expose me, okay? It was a professional shot if the background looks good. If the background is flawless, nicely blended without like weird light shadows, then it was professional. If it has a little bit of imbalance, even though I like tried my best to Photoshop it, but the more I do, I didn't want to overlay and just make a totally fake background. So this is a real green background that I had in my basement. But if it's not perfect and it's kind of warpy, see, just like slightly, like then it was my picture. So I took these pictures in my basement, and then I took these ones and these ones and these ones. But the podcast ones were taken by a professional photographer in Ottawa. Yeah, if the background was lit. So that's a photographer photo. These flat ones I took in my basement, though. I kind of liked, the photographer like took some pictures like this, and I kind of like it. So I think that inspired me to do it for the cats one. I was like, you know what? I kind of like chopping off half my face. I just think it looks good. Okay, Ban. Look at Ban. He's like, yeah, I'm a model. I'm not going to invite you on the next episode, but... These are not pictures. These are just renderings. But yeah. So we also have podcast hoodies, which is a more like classic unisex fit type hoodie. In black or white. It's technically a different design because the color had to be different. So there's the black listing and then the white one. And then the It's Taco Tuesday goes down the sleeve. But depending on what color it is, it goes down a different sleeve. So on Ben's, it goes down his right sleeve because that's where he sits on the podcast and you can see his right sleeve. And on mine, it goes down my left sleeve because I sit on the left. So not that this won't matter like to you, but I was like, yeah, let's do that. So there's tacos in our little podcast mic and it says It's Taco Tuesday. And yeah, these hoodies are like fleecy and a little bit thicker. They have a pocket and they are $56. Still waiting on that Ben merch. Okay, like I've been helping him and I've asked him, I'm like, whatever you need, I will help you with. So I'm just kind of waiting on him to do stuff. I'm like, you gotta set up emails, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I got the black. Awesome. The black is selling better. I looked. I was like, yeah. I mean, that's not unexpected. And I have some other merch planned for next year that is like, is it black or is it white? And I feel like the black is always going to sell better. But I just like having the white as an option for some people who just prefer like lighter. I'll always pick the black, personally. Chris, I redeemed points to get indigo away with my Saturday purchase. So naturally, I will be box dyeing my hair black or indigo. What? Naturally. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Christine, I've been watching you since elementary school and actually won your Hollow It's Me shirt giveaway when I was a wee adolescent. Really? Now in uni for UX UI design and finally caught a stream. That's so crazy. Wow, Cindy. Cindy! You won my Hollow It's Me shirt? Oh, that was... Wow. And now I'm on like merch 2.0. I haven't had merch in like 3 years. Actually, 4 years. That's how long ago that was. But it was probably even longer than that. It was probably when I like was first releasing merch, right? I remember talking to you about Pokemon Go. Really? I talked about Pokemon Go? Was it like when it was a joke, like Pokemon go to the polls? That's crazy. Did you also write me fan mail, and have I read it on stream in the last year? That's so cool. Well, amazing. Best of luck in UX UI. I wish I had experience in that. No, you never got to send any mail. That's okay. The PO box is closed now. Don't mind me, I'm just, my nail's dry. It's naked. Everyone can relax. Just the middle nail's naked. But she's very dry. She needs like 18 soaks tonight, you know what I mean? Pokemon go to the Polish. Okay, any other news updates? I don't know. We could get into gaming, but I wanted to brag about my cat's merch. Yeah, thank you, Amanda. Chat, have you oiled your nails? Okay, this is your reminder. This is me in a meeting. Whenever I get on a meeting, I'm just like, uh-huh. So what's the schedule? Simply, is there any way we could get a nails 104 for painting someone else's nails? Is that a common thing? Other than, like, let's say you're a nail tech. Which you definitely don't need my help if you're a licensed nail tech. Do you paint other people's nails often? I don't know. I want to do a poll. How do I write this? Do you paint just your own nails? Your own plus other people's sometimes. No, sometimes. Let's leave that up. And just other people's nails. Or neither. Let's see. So like me, for example, even though I do occasionally paint Bens for the purposes of like pictures or something, I probably wouldn't say that I routinely paint other people's. So if you're like me and you just like very rarely paint your grandma's nails, I would not count that because that's like not usual course of leisure for you or business. If you paint other people's nails, I expect that like it's part of a service or part of a friend group. I'm not saying you have to be paid for it, but just like maybe you volunteer and you paint nails at a group every other week or something. Then you paint other people's nails. But just if you like paint your grandma's nails once every 6 months, that's not routinely painting other people's nails, you know what I mean? Poll isn't showing for me. I've seen some people say it doesn't show. They switched how it shows up on mobile. So desktop, I think it's the same, but on mobile it's like white now, right? On some devices. I've still got party music on. Hi, Simply in chat. Just wanted to share that I graduate college this week. Woo! Thank you so much for a great way to relax after studying. Congrats. Amazing. Graduation. As we go on, we remember all the times we spent together. As our lives change to whatever, you will still be chat forever. Okay, let's take a look at this poll. Do you paint just your own nails? 56. 37% said they also paint other people's. I feel like I'd redo this poll and be like, how often do you paint other people's? And then it's like once a month or less is the majority. Just other people's is 1%. That would be like nail tech or just people who don't paint their nails, but like there's someone who they care for who needs them painted kind of thing. And neither 6%. That's who this merch is for. People who don't paint their nails and don't buy HOLO Taco and don't care. But are like, but cats on a sweater. That I'm actually interested in because I have a body. If you don't paint nails, you do have a torso. In case you didn't know that. You also have human skin. Alright, shall we play games? Shall we play games? Oops. I have over 3,000 polishes, including my own indie brand, and I'm planning on going to nail tech school next fall. So I practice on all my friends. Oh, that's fun. I'm sure they love you. They're like, yes, yes, practice on me. All right, we're gonna switch into gaming mode. Give me 1 second. Ah! Oh wait, actually, before we switch to gaming mode, I forgot we were gonna review Connie's homework that no one else did. Only Connie did. I want to paint elderly people's nails in a nursing home, but I don't know where to get started. Anyone have suggestions? I have a suggestion from my experience 20 years ago. Go to your local seniors/retirement home and ask if they're accepting volunteers for that type of thing. That's what I did in high school. Maybe things have changed since COVID and whatever. But like, yeah, like some of these places have volunteer services. They'd probably want to vet you in some capacity though, if you're gonna do that. But I think like volunteering sounds like the right type of thing. They probably want to make sure you're not like committing nail crimes or anything. People are always asking me to paint their nails because they're bad at it, but I would be more likely to say yes if someone showed me the best way. Is there that much of a like a technique difference that people perceive in painting others' nails than your own? Like, okay, you want a quick tip? Paint your own nails. Most of you know this. You go like this. Like, you use one hand and paint the other hand. However, it's more annoying to paint the other person's hand because they're like in front of you like this and you're like, this is awkward. So what you could do is put their arm under as if it's your hand. And then you paint like, if their arm's like here, and then you paint their hand in the position that your hand normally is. That's for people who are used to painting their own nails and coming at it from that angle. Yes, put them in a chokehold. Go to that retirement home. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, it's like for your bestie, it's no problem. You know what I mean? Don't sit on their lap. What is this? What? Okay, anyways, back to gaming. All right, Konnie. Konnie says, what's up, gamers? The tea is getting hot in this week's homework. Uh-oh. The tea is hot. Let's check out the recap. Konnie is the only student who did their homework. All right, Simplygamelogical en français. This bed we made stream part 2 recap setting Montreal 1950s, the Clarington Hotel. Hotel recently hosted a Valentine's Day ball. Implied mishap, snowstorm, passing through. That's just Canada. It happens all the time and it never leaves. Characters, we know Beth and Andrew. Do we trust them? Do we not? Are they sussy? We're still not entirely sure. The game's not over. I feel like there's gonna be a twist. We are Sophie. Cute little bangs, blob. We are a maid. We like snooping. Beth is the hotel desk receptionist. Not our work bestie. Maybe a love interest because I clicked the button that enabled that line of play. I think. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay. Are we gonna get laid or murdered? We're not sure. We're not sure. Because she's like a gossip queen, okay? All she wants to do is like, oh, so let's break into the client's lockbox. Oh, tea. Like, okay, girl, like, you trying to get me killed or you trying to kill me? I'm not sure. Andrew, hotel desk receptionist, doesn't judge just eavesdropping on people because he eavesdrops on people. Can't be a hypocrite. Now, can we? Bernard Leduc, ménager, hotel owner. He is... We haven't, like, actually seen much of him, now that I think about it. It's mostly just, like, behind closed doors bullshit. He's sleeping with Linda and cheating on his wife. Partnered with William Weston, owner of the department stores. Not Galen Weston, owner of Loblaws. He's working to oppose the new psychiatric hospital construction because he cannot allow a band of cuckoos to move into his backyard. He needs Weston's financial support for renovation, and he's thinking about firing more hotel staff. Will that be us? I wonder if we're gonna get fired. Cause like, we've definitely violated the employee code of conduct. A lot. Linda, governess, stirring trouble between Jacques and Wendy, been complaining about Wendy being flirty with guests, sleeping with Bernard. Eugene, repairman, we previously borrowed his screwdriver. He refused to fix Bernard's office window due to reasons related to the new psychiatric hospital construction and getting fired by Bernard. Rebecca, laundry, hoards candles in case the power goes out. What is this? Phasmophobia? Like, what? Bobby, le chef, complained about unknown celebrity guests ordering food that's not on the hotel menu. Was it Taylor Swift? We'll find out. Wendy, maid, great at her job, current employee of the month, having a hard time because of Linda's complaints. Engaged to Jack. Nope, just kidding. They broke off their engagement. Susan is another maid who gossips. Nicole is another maid who is scared that her son is gay. Yvette is a maid who gossips with Susan. And Carol is a new hire maid. Just lots of maids and lots of gossip. We went through all their lockers. That was fun. Jacques, bellhop, relationship troubles with Wendy due to Linda's complaints. And then not engaged to Wendy anymore. Guests. Simone and Leanne, room 506. Like, how do you remember this, Connie? Okay, like, obviously Connie didn't remember all this. I guess it was, like, taking notes as you watch the stream. But, like, I do not remember all this level of detail. It's amazing that someone is taking notes. Do you think any of these people paint their nails? Or each other's nails? I mean, they paint the mirror with lipstick, so maybe. All right, besties visiting Montreal for a week-long bridal shower. Simply was distracted by this room while looking for plaster. Oh, now I remember. Thank you. Unknown important guest celebrity booked entire 6th floor has been demanding and high maintenance. We will see who that is. M&H, Marcella and Hector Cruz. Room 509. They are being stalked by Mr. Spade, who's also stalking us, and took pictures of us. And we threw out his pictures. Oops. Visiting Montreal to celebrate their anniversary, or we don't know yet, question mark. Hector is an insurance agent in Texas. He has numerous appointments scheduled with SW. Accused Paul Morgan, Mr. Spade, the stalker, of having an affair with his wife. Marcella, pronounced Marcella. Thank you. Marcella, okay. Her personal information was stolen, bank account suspiciously drained, exchanging secret notes with Ann Bursey, attended Catholic school together, and they were roommates! They made up a secret language to conceal their messages from others, broke up with Anne because it was forbidden love, aka wanted to find a husband and have children like her parents wanted because it's 1950. Moved from Montreal to Texas, became a novelist, and her pen name was Brigitte Boswell. Written a number of books based on her romance with Anne, and then Anne, like, years later, wrote her a letter that was like, oh, I found the book you wrote about us, and I thought she was gonna be, like, pissed. And then it was like, write more. There was a strange exchange. Okay. And she's keeping the job a secret from Hector. Mrs. Beaumont, which is Anne, extended stay guest after leaving her abusive husband, Louis. Louis is pissed off and fighting for custody of their son, Michel, who's also staying in the room. And he had recently withdrawn from school to be homeschooled. And Anne was exchanging secret notes with Marcella. Years after their breakup, she discovered Marcella was Brigitte because the novels were like literally about them. And Marcella really said copy paste, but change the names. Yeah, basically. And Anne wants to reunite with Marcella, open their locked box, and maybe run away together to somewhere progressive. And I think they were like New York or California or something. And then that's when I was like, you were in Canada. What was the 1950s? I don't know. I don't remember. I wasn't there. What the heck? Okay. Previously a sussy threatening letter from a reception staff. A delivery arrived containing 3 train tickets and a California pamphlet. Mr. Spade, Paul Morgan. He's stalking Marcella, Hector, and us. After the war, he spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital for PTSD. Became a huge fan of Brigitte Buswell novels. Claims her novels were better treatment than hospital medication. Inspired him to reach out to and confess to Lindsay, a male friend from war, but later found out Lindsay was dead for 2 years. He was persistent in finding out Marcella's identity and wanted to meet up. But it was like kind of crazy, like relax. Like, okay, she's just a novelist that you admire. That doesn't mean she's your bestie. Vented about his struggles to keep jobs and pay rent, and letters implied Marcella then offered him a job, which is also like, why would you do that? I mean, I understand from an empathetic perspective, like wanting to help someone, but like also for everyone's sake, maybe that was not the best idea. You know what I mean? Thank you, Christine with an H for a Menchie Gang membership. Oh, I forgot the Menchie Gang update. Oh, how can I? So rude. This month's Menchie Gang stream will be, well, I guess not the Christmas stream, because I'll do another one like at the end of December. But at the end of November, I want to do what I did last year. If you recall. Can't say anything. So we can't make anyone upset. But yeah, you don't have to do anything in the interim. I will share on the next Menchie Gang stream something special that I want to do for Menchie Gang members for Christmas, basically. So that'll be at the end of November. I didn't pick the date yet. What's the last Saturday? Probably conflicting with Ben's book club. There's 2 more Sundays. There's 2 more Sundays left. Maybe the 26th. Does that make sense? Do I have anything? I think that's fine. November 26th. That's probably fine, right? Does that make sense? Okay, November 26th. That's the day before Cyber Monday ends, whatever. Yeah, it's a Sunday. I always do Menchie Gang streams on Sundays. Book club is Sunday, December 3rd with me? With me? With who? Who? Midnight Owl, who? Thanksgiving weekend. I don't care, I'm Canadian. I'm joking. I know most of you are American. Too bad. Like, okay, you'll watch on VOD. maybe you hate your family. Okay? Come to my Menchie Gang stream instead. It's fine. Or watch on VOD. Thank you, Aspenwall. Woo! Because you, one person will come this Sunday or not if they would rather hang out with their family. Yeah, watch with the family. Okay. All right. Yes, Ben is correct. So Sunday, November 26th will be the Menchie Gang stream for this month. And I'm going to share and announce and organize something that I want to do for Menchie Gang members, similar to what I did last year, but it'll take me some time and prep to get it done. And then the following Sunday, December 3rd, is Ben's book Tendo, and the book they've been reading, or he has to catch up on reading, is The Handmaid's Tale, which I am not reading Because I don't have time to read. Actually, no. It's because I'm a woman. I don't know how to read. And if I read, I will get my finger chopped off because that's what happens. That's like the criminal sentence for women who read is you get a finger chopped off. Like, I'm not just saying that. It's in The Handmaid's Tale. Spoiler. So I'm not reading the book, but I have seen the show and I absolutely love the show. And I'm going to rewatch the first season and my perspective will be from the show. The book is better than the show. That's what literally everyone says. But like I said, like I can't read and I don't want my finger chopped off. Okay, I'm a hand model. So I will be watching only. Audiobooks are your loophole. Yeah, but I just prefer to listen to trials. I don't know. I just like I can't. I don't want literature. No literature, only real life. I actually don't like fiction. I don't know why. That's not true. I watch shows that are fiction, obviously. But, I don't know. Everyone has their preferences. I watched 9 weeks of trial, okay? I just finished listening to a trial that finally concluded. And then I caught the end of another one where they delivered a verdict. And then I caught the end of another one. But I didn't watch the full of those two trials. So now I'm like lost, you know what I mean? And I'd rather have known. I didn't prep. How dare you read the chat? I'm not reading the chat. It's just entering my brain without me reading. The stream is gone? No, it's not. It's right here. What was the trial? It was the Jack Kowalski v. John Hopkins Hospital. I know that's been like in the media and it's a Netflix series called Take Care of Maya. I did not watch Netflix until I was fully done the trial. Just like a jury member. And I watched the entire 9 weeks of trial. Very, very, very interesting. And will set many precedents, presumably, for medical malpractice, for hospital care, for probably like waivers and shit that the hospitals are now gonna do as a result of the findings. Anyways, it was a lot. Okay, but let's not discuss because I also find it unlikely that the majority of you watched 9 weeks of trial and listened to all of it. So it would all be very not a complete discussion, which I don't want to have anyways because we gotta play games. Where were we? Okay, Mr. Spade is stalking us where we left off. We discovered Marcella is the novelist Brigitte Boswell. In recent years, Marcella has been in contact with Anne Bercy and Paul Morgan. The letters are hinting possible reasons for why they are at the hotel. For love, question mark, a job, question mark, or perhaps murder? Now finish your cleaning tasks. Marcella's typewriter. Reminder, the game includes a character in progress. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Connie, because I forgot that. Okay, let's go. Is a murder gonna happen? I feel like it has to happen. Like, I'm just waiting for a murder. Did my first ever mani a few days ago using HOLO THERE. I was so excited. Woo! New collection shipped. Shout out to the warehouse. Let me grab my... There's another patch update. How many little updates do they have? Also, we were done 70% of the game when I concluded last time. So it's okay that we're a little bit late. Sorry, it's just patching. There's a small patch. A little patchy. I like how you only see Menchie. Zyler's over there. You only see Menchie on this view. I just need to turn Hood in, give you some audio. Ready? Nous sommes prêtes? I've also seen like mixed reviews about me speaking French. Some people say they love it, whether they speak French or not. They just like hearing it, I guess. And then other people say I hate it because I don't understand what she's saying. So I'll try and make sure that I feel like this game is fully translated anyways. And I will... If I'm speaking gibberish in French, like, it's just, like, it's irrelevant. Like, I don't need to translate it, kind of. You know, it doesn't have real value, whatever I'm saying. You can trust that it's not important. It's not you, it's just that it's French. Throwing up face? What do you have against French? Qu'est-ce que fuck? C'est quoi ta problème? Pourquoi tu me détestes? Oh, okay, we gotta clean. Why do you hate French?
Good enough.
Good enough. I left the magic eraser on the floor. That's a cigarette dish, not a magic eraser. Are we at the beginning? Why does it seem like we're at the beginning? Wait, what? Load. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Okay, this one. Why? Look, there's one at 0%. No, I want this one. Oh, okay, thank heavens. Crisse-moi la paix. Oh, thank you, chatter. Okay, there's the note. But yeah, are we slightly behind? Does it not think we read all this? We read all this last time. No, I think it thinks we read it. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I have the shit in my inventory, right? I'm gonna have to reorient myself. En français seulement. Should we steal the jewelry? That's the Texas Trust Bank where she withdrew her money. Okay, let's just go out in the hall.
That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed.
Weren't we at 90 last week? No, we were at 70. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed. Okay, so let's go jam them further. Whoa, there's like a glitch. I can't turn right. What the heck? There we go. The elevator doors are jammed, but I'm distracted. Okay, this is Anne and her son Michel's room, right? And that's the lockbox that we fucked up. Right? Because we put the key in the one half. Okay, I'm just reminding myself. We already did this, but... Now, is there... Oh, it's a cutscene. Murder! I knew it. Who is it? that Bernard? Oh, that's a bit fucky. Oh. Okay, if that was me, I'd scream. Why are you so calm? Girl. What? Girl.
Mr. Cruz?
Oh, it's Mr. Cruz, not Bernard. All men look the same. I don't know. I think he's dead,
Mr.
girl.
Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened?
Why don't we be a police detective? Let's be a detective.
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
The All-American Fire and Life Insurance Company life insurance policy. Was he the Texan guy? I can't remember. Insured Hector R. Cruz. Beneficiary Marcella Cruz. Date of commencement February 6th, 1958. Date of expiry February 6th, 1978. What year is it today? Still the 50s, right? Coverage amount $10,000. What is $10,000 in 1958 today? I don't think that's like wild, right? I don't know. Someone quick. I need to understand. What is 10,000 in 1958 in 2023? Stop tampering with the crime scene. We are the police. So, don't you? We are the maid, the police, everything. It's 104,000. If your life insurance is 104,000, I thought they were like a super rich couple. Like, wouldn't you expect like his life insurance would be like 5 million or something, or the equivalent in 1958? 100K for your life insurance? That's like not worth killing someone. You know, when you hear about legal cases, which there was one I was also watching, but let's just not name it. Is this Montreal dollars? You mean Canada dollars? Which is still very similar to the States. Just worse dollar. Whenever I hear trials about like life insurance policy. Oh, thank you for buying a Simply Podlogical hoodie. Gemini. It's always like, oh, you know, the husband had a $4 million life insurance policy, or someone had a $2 million life insurance policy and they were allegedly murdered over it. Like, I will never hear a criminal trial where it says 100,000. Maybe it just didn't go to court, but. Okay. Anyways. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions.
Okay, whatever.
Just stop for a second, Sophie. Is there anything you missed? Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Okay. This is from Bernard. From Bernard to Mr. Cruz. Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you we cannot divulge a guest's personal information, regardless of the guest behavior. As I'm sure you will understand, we are very concerned with our guest privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again. Yours sincerely, Bernard Leduc. Okay, so Mr. Cruz said there's a crazy stalker. Shout out to someone. Mr. Cruz reported probably Paul, right? And then Bernard wrote him a letter back. So already we're to believe that maybe Paul and maybe Marcella are suspects in this case, just based on the zero sweep of evidence we've done so far. Maybe they are co-conspirators. We have some motive, potentially. Anything else to click? No. Can we step over him? It's the last thing you should do. But like, does anyone work at this hotel?
What do I do? I need help. Someone. Anyone.
Just say no to divorce, okay? Protect the family.
Please let there be someone around who can help.
What? I'm next. I'm next.
I have to get the power back on.
No. No, this is not phasmophobia. Okay, so should I follow the blood or not? I almost don't want to follow the blood because that's maybe where the murderer is, right? I want to go the other way. I have to get the power back on. Isn't there like a janitor station on this side? Where is everyone? Yeah, here. Oh, Menchie. Screwdriver.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
I need something bigger? Pointier.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
That looks big and pointy. Girl. What about that? What about this? How come I can't grab it? Give me that. That looks big and pointy. A broom. Okay, I don't think there is anything. Let's check this garbage. Paintbrush. Whatever's on top of this. It's probably like just an object randomly sitting around. That's. Oh, what's that? What's that? Nothing I can grab.
I knew blocking the stairs would be a bad idea.
Well, who blocked the stairs? Fuck. Okay, I don't think we're gonna... Do I have to go through every room to find something sharp and pointy?
Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse
A Bible.
box? This can wait.
I tried to clean. Menchie, get out of there. She's eating my hair. Or her hair that's on the floor. Okay, what do... I need like a fire poker or something. Anyone have any ideas? Can I clean? It won't let me clean.
Matters right now, Sophie.
I'm just trying to be a good maid. Okay, I need a long pointy thing, like a knife. Oh, wasn't there a knife in someone's room? Oh. Oh. Oh, how come I get... What? Why is my only option to put it back? I want to take it. It won't let me take it. Fuck! That was so perfect. Spoon? I can't take it. Can I take this comb? No. Fire. No. Yeah, I'm looking for like scissors, a knife, something long and pointy, even like a pen. Oh, no, it won't let me take it. Girl, get out of there. Menchie, you're gonna make me die. What's that? Won't let me grab a hair clip. What color you want to paint your nails? So we have the screwdriver, but it didn't work. Like it said no. Bestie's dead.
No answer. Beth must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby.
Nail oil that shit open? You think that'll work? Anything in my cart? We need something sharp. Okay, I guess we're going in every room just to see if there's like a knife I can steal. Well, not a knife, because it wouldn't even let us pick up the knife in the last one. Should I look under here again? What does the child have? No, it won't let me take it. Nail clippers? No. What is this? Matches? Lockpick needed. There must be something on the 5th floor. Okay, so like I have to keep looking is what the game is telling me to do. A shoe? What can I use to pick the locks? A baguette? Do you have a croissant? A pointy little croissant that I can put in the lock and pick, pick, pick. On va piquer le loquet avec votre baguette. Non. C'est pas là. I would suggest a hanger. It's actually not a bad idea. I don't think it allowed me to click it though. But I will go back et regarder. Let's see. No clickies. Could the weird key work? Well, I'm a little scared of going this direction, even though it's clear the game wants me to. And I'm just... Oh, what's that? Oh! It's to shave your face, but whoa, it's a weapon. But again, I can't, like, take it. You know? It's not for the taking. It's just for inspection. A comb? Anything? Oh, is it because I have too much shit in my inventory? Wait, how do I... How do we get shit out of my inventory anyways?
Maybe an ice pick could pry open the fuse box.
An ice pick? You can carry more things? Oh. Okay, Chad is just wrong. Where's an ice pick? The ice pick killer from Dexter. Self-serve ice. This way. Oh my god, we're stepping on the evidence. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We're going to get arrested. Oh my god. We are so stupid. Thank you, someone. Okay, and the camera right on top, like, bruh, could you be more obvious? Like, I'm crossing my arms at how obvious you, of a type of a murderer you are. Look, a pearl necklace on the ground. Oh la la, c'est quoi ça? Oh no. Madame. Okay, there's a nice pick.
Okay. This looks like something I can use to open the fuse box.
Okay, but like, what the fuck lens is this? This lens looks like more than a life insurance policy. Holy shit. This is the most expensive photography in 1958.
Poor
Okay,
Paul.
ready?
Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Okay. Agenda, 1958. So this is Paul, who is Paul Texan?
Paul was hiding out right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
I don't think so. I think Paul is Montreal, right? He's a Frenchie. Has Simply killed someone? I didn't kill anyone. Shocking, I know. Paul is Mr. Spade, who's the guy who has war trauma. But I do not recall if he was was he Texan or French? Like, this is very important to my accents. I don't remember. Yeah, you can never have too much ketchup. Are we getting framed? I mean, I think we did it, because there's just no one else here. He's a Texan French guy. Really? What kind of an accent is that? I think he's American. I feel like you can kind of tell in people's letters, so maybe we'll tell. I think he's American and he just like moved to Montreal temporarily. Okay, so Montreal was much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely. And that feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I just could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seem more common in the downtown area. Thank God. That's kind of funny and true. Yeah. They still hate you, though. Okay, the hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past few weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I'd hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of Milton to sleep tonight. So that was February 14th. This is February 15th. Today I wanted to follow Marcel and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting go of after so many years, and yet it also felt so strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign that I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning, that's us! The 5th floor seems to share my interest for other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her so we can stock shit together. Who's sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel, so tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a new view of the whole corridor. My camera's at the ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I'm fighting not to fall asleep, so no need for Milton tonight. I thought being a detective would be much more exciting. Maybe Marcella's not right. Maybe it's time I let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So, Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504. Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise?
Okay, I woke around 9:30 a.m. and realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from room 507 around 9:45. This is so complicated. Shit, someone died. Painting a nail gradient of Black Hollow Wish into Beach Please. That's so fun, lady. Thank you, lady. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently, she told Hector she didn't love him anymore. Okay, this is what we need to know. Marcella joined the guest from room 507, which we think is Anne, her bestie, her roommate. Marcella apparently told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's now convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me, Paul, out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. But Hector had a piece of paper from the hotel manager that said, "Don't worry, Hector, the guest is crazy and we will help you." So maybe he still gaslit them and said the guest was crazy, even though, according to Paul, Hector assaulted Paul. Okay, the guest from 507, I've learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I do come out. Maybe I should. What?
Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise?
What's this letter? I want to step on all the blood. Okay.
Oh, so Paul really got into his role.
Okay, who's this? Dear Paul from Marcella? Marcella is French. Marcella and Anne, I think, are both French, right? Ugh, I can't fucking remember. We're just stepping in all the ketchup. It's safe to lick. I love ketchup and mustard on my hamburger. Marcella is Texan. Fuck, man. Okay, Texan's hard though, and probably sounds like exactly what I just did from my accent. All right, y'all. Dear Paul, I'm sorry to hear you're such a dire situation. What is that? Why is everybody from Texas? I don't know. They're either from Texas or Montreal, c'est tout. She's from Montreal like Anne. Okay, they're both French ladies. That's what I thought. Don't trick me out. Okay. Dear Paul, I'm so sorry to hear you're in such a dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills, and it's a shame employers cannot see past your medical histoire. But do not despair. I've been writing novels for almost 8 years now. My publisher takes most of the sales revenue, but I was still able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now, I would like to use that money to hire you. You don't need to say, like, that is so weird. Like, my publisher took most of my money, but don't worry, I made a substantial sum of money, so I would like to hire you with this money. Just say, I would like to hire you. We don't need your whole story. That's exactly how I sound, Chris. Are you Montrealer or Texan? What part of Texas is Simply doing? I don't fucking know. Weehaw! Weehaw, yeah, wee. Say fucking great. Yeah, wee. Wee ho ho. It's the French part of Texas. Tu sais pas? Wee yeehaw. Let's go get him. Haven't you heard of Montreal, Texas? Exactly. Say, bonsoir, y'all. Comment ça va? Oui, yeehaw! Okay. Alright. Wait. I need more British people. Okay, I'm tired of romance novels and I'm thinking of branching out into crime fiction as sort of research. I would like you to follow me around town and take notes of my comings and goings. I'm aware this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you would make a great privé detective en quotation. In addition to your salary, I would cover all your work-related expenses, and you would of course be the first to read the manuscript once it's finished. Fini. Quand c'est fini, sincèrement, Paul really got into his role of a private detective. Okay, dear Paul. Wait, so that was November 1957, and this is January 1958. It is presently 1958, but I don't know what month. Oh, we do. It's after Valentine's Day. So this is a month ago. Dear Paul, I hope spying on me is improving to exhausting. She's so sassy. What? You really inspired me to go so far. I have tons of ideas. The trench coats you bought were a nice touch. What is this, a business expense? Is it a disbursement buying trench coats? You look straight out of a film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get into character, but maybe that's pushing it a little too far. You know best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. What? Okay, at this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 to 3 weeks. Thanks again for your help. Okay, wait, let me get this straight, girl. She paid him the substantial amount of money that she earned that was actually a minority of the money she earned because her publisher took most of it, to pose as a private detective and do things like wear trench coats and start smoking and maybe drinking next to really like fit in the role, like role playing, cosplaying as detective. Wee haw, right? He really is going all in, that Paul.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? As I already told you, I do not require your services anymore. I am starting to worry you are taking your role a little bit too seriously. You are not a real detective. You have to let go. No more, oui-ha. Arrête là. Ben non, je suis jusqu'à ici là, pas là. Avec tes cochonneries là. T'es pas un détective là. That's why I say the detectives. See if you can figure that out. Okay, she encouraged him to be a detective and like literally paid him to do it. And then she's like, yo, calm down. You're taking this too serious.
The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far.
No, I have to read all the notes on the floor. It's okay, a murder just occurred. They won't mind. Les cigarettes!
A, B, and Beaumont.
It's Anne's. Do you think they both killed him? That would seem so obvious, though. Thanks, someone. I feel like, why would you kill him right there in that way? Like, that's not, you know, that does not look like an accident, bro. Was it the crime of passion? Look at the little footsteps, okay? Lady shoes! Lady shoes! Wait, where'd she go? Did she go in the fire? The fuck? Girl. Did she go in here? Was it me? Watch me like leaving track. Are these tracks just me because I just walked over here? I'm a dummy. They're mine? This is why, guys, okay? If you want to learn anything meaningful from me, ever, okay? Do not contaminate a crime scene. I repeat, do not, yeehaw, weehaw, do not contaminate a crime scene. Because I don't know if these are my footsteps, je sais pas. I don't know, y'all, whose footsteps are these? I'm going to get arrested.
Hello? Is anyone in?
How do I escape? I need to jump out of a window. Wee-ha! Wee-wee-ha-ha!
Hello?
Allô? Allô,
I
allô?
need help.
J'ai besoin d'aide. Allô, allô? Anyone have a horse or a cowboy? Ride a horse, save a cowboy. That's fucking creepy. Okay, let's do what they told me to do. Fuck. Okay, we're going back to the fuse box. We have a second screwdriver now. Woohoo, someone! We'll be cozy. Ice pick, screwdriver, ice pick.
That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back.
Press A to remove blown fuses. What?
Jean, what I would give to have you with me right now.
Okay, from Eugène, if there's a power outage and I'm busy preventing another part of this whole telephone collapsing, here's what to do. Checks fuses, boxes, plan for required amperage of each socket. This is how French people actually read, just so you know. This is a very accurate representation. Remove our blown fuses from sockets. Type blown fuses are usually blackened. Blackened, like grilled chicken. Got it. Yeehaw. Weehaw. Screw in new fuses in sockets. Make sure amperage is correct. Ça doit être correct. Flick big lever to restore power. Okay, who's gonna remember this? Someone is rich? Blackened chicken? You've never seen that in your life? You've never heard of blackened chicken? Like, it's not like caviar. What? Oh my God! What if it's a Canadian thing? You know? No, it's probably an American thing. What are you even saying? That's all you guys eat over there, right? It's different types of chicken. And fish. Chicken with pepper. In Montreal, they eat, what do they eat? Baguette. No, they have like smoked salmon. Bullshit. I don't like smoked salmon. It is a rich person thing to have blackened chicken. It just means it's like grilled. What? Like what? Okay, whatever you say. Grills are rich. If you grill your food, that's rich behavior. Okay, stop. Stop grilling your food. I did take a picture, so I will try and remember this. But let me, okay. The most important thing is tip, the blown fuses are blackened, and then make sure the amperage is correct. So is that saying it has to be 1530, 1525? Like, is that supposed to be like this? Wait, what's this?
How did this end up here?
Safe combinations?
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room, could they be part of the same combination?
Do I need to take a picture of this too? Or is it gonna remember? Let's, just to be safe. Okay, so what's a blackened fuse? That looks black, right? Can I inspect closer? They all have a black center! What the fuck? Help, is anyone an electrician? Or are you guys just arguing about Cajun shrimp or whatever? I thought blackened meant really grilled. Isn't that what it means? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'm a good chef, y'all. Well, I don't want to pull that yet. Pull them out and see. Engineer here, the all black ones. Is this all black? Okay, all the ones without writing. Okay, got it. So which one are we placing? Oh my god. 15 amp? We need a 15 amp. Fuse S, G, and A. What else is 15? A. A is 15, right?
How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses.
Oh, I don't even have the fuses. Okay, well, fucking hell. Is that what all these were? Oh.
Yes, this is what I need.
Ho, 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 ho. Okay, weren't there more, like, randomly on the floor? There's one. Okay, now let's do it. Okay. I want to place 15 here. So that is type A, I think. Hold this. Okay, there. This one I need type G, right? Type G because it's a 30. So X. Oh my god! This one I need a 20, so I need type S. Oh. Did we win? Oh my god. Are we gonna die? Guys, I'm an electrician now. Amateur electrician, you restored the power on the 5th floor. Weehaw! Yeah, boys and girls, we did it. We restored the power. Okay. Well, now what? I always forget. Baby, when the lights go out, down, out, down, 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 down. Oh, there's a man on the floor. Baby, when the lights go out. What was I supposed to do?
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby.
Oh, how am I gonna do that?
I've forgotten. Once I leave this floor, probably won't be able to come back.
Yeah, because I'm going to jail. I'm going straight to jail. Okay, once I leave this floor, I won't be able to come back. So what else do I want to do? Merci, cat's eye. They will enjoy their Christmas tree crew neck. Because they are a cat. It appears cats are buying up the merchandise. Can you clean your footprints? That is actually a good question. Wait. Can I take a broom and a mop? Can I close this? Well, okay, I took a picture of that. But hold on a second.
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room, could they be part of the same
So
combination?
if I go to someone's safe, is that what that's for? Like, what is that code for? Like, I don't remember. You know what I mean? And can I take this broom and clean up my footprints? No. I don't think so. Unless I just go and it'll tell me when I get there that I need a broom and then I have to come back. Very annoying. Codes for the safes. So should I go in every safe? Well, I already unlocked this one. This one has the gun. Oh, should I take the gun? It won't let me take it. Are the laundry numbers in your evidence? I don't know. Holy shit, shit guy. Qu'est-ce que fuck? I feel like there's a lot I don't have, right? Like, oh, it's just because I have to look at it. What would it be called? Laundry numbers? And they were roommates. Laundry ticket? Not the same thing. It's under basement. $216. So it's something 216. And then what I just found now was in, not in a room, but it was in like the janitor's closet. Deciphered vent, no, it's not that. Safe codes list. So this and 216. What is this gonna help me do? I don't know. Okay. This is still creepy and I threw away all the pictures. Okay, like whose safe does that crack open, you know? This one? No. This one? No. Okay, remember which rooms I went in. Let's finish this hall. It's the one for 509. Oh. Oh. So is this 216? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Shit. Shit! Let me look at my picture. So it's like, is it 2 and then 16 is the last 3 digits? So 509, I took a picture. It's 23, 4, and then it's 2 and 6. I figured it out. $42. Yes! Oh, another gun! Boring. You ruined my life, you fucking moron. I lost my house, my family, everything. And now you refuse to pay the money you owe me. For years I gave you my hard-earned money. It was all for nothing. I hope you and the All-American burn in hell. SW. Sophie? You and the All-American burn in hell. So the All-American is supposed to be Paul? Women and 3 children killed in house fire. The Williams house. SW. Samuel Williams. The Williams house located on 32nd Street, a total loss. 4 members of a family died in a residential fire last night. Where? When? According to police and firefighters, flames were seen coming from the 2-story house by a neighbor at around 3 a.m. It took firefighters about 1 hour to extinguish the blaze. The bodies of a woman and 3 children were found in the house. Police identified them as Meredith Williams, 32, her children Thomas, 12, David, 9, and Sarah, 6. Samuel Williams, the husband, managed to escape the house unharmed. So Samuel wrote this letter. You ruined my life, you fucking moron. And you refuse to pay me the money you owe me. So is Samuel... not Paul? I don't know. Actually, I'm a little lost. Just a petite lost.
The bodies of a woman and 3 children.
Insurance company?
Oh.
Best dad mug. Anne? You open the safe. Thanks. Can I take the gun? It won't let me take it. Okay. So 3 children? And that was the teddy bears in... wasn't that Anne's room? Je suis confuse. The first room I cleaned? Oh no, this is Anne's room. No teddy bears. Okay, sorry. Not Anne's room. Où sont les teddy bears? 5 5? That's where the stalker lives. Oh, here. There's the best dad mug. And there Oh yeah, we did clean this room. These are a little creepy. It looks burned. Like in the house fire. And then he just stayed in the hotel? Because, yeah, we read all this before, right? Yeah. This was the lone guy. You know me, you know my family. You've had a seat at our bar since the day we opened in 49. You're more than a friend to us. You're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserves more. Family deserves honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible, letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The $8,000 you owe us plus 25% interest is 8 months overdue. Help comes at a price. I'll be bringing along the boys so we can all sit down and have a little chat. So does that mean that whoever was lending him money killed his family? Oh, je déteste les humains. Oh no. Does Canada have a mafia? Only for maple syrup. We have organized crime for maple syrup. I'm not even joking. It's like $1 billion industry or something. Right, okay, so this was like the debt letters and all that. But wait, so he was in debt and then the individuals or private lenders lending him money burned down his fucking house and killed his kids? Like, really? Bruh. He paid premiums to insurance agents, stole the premiums so All American wouldn't have insurance. What? Qu'est-ce que fucké? Hector killed Sam's family in effort to get insurance benefit. I feel like I'm still not comprehending, so we will let the game explain it to us further. That's just more debt collection. And wife. Don't forget his wife. Yeah, what was the story again? There's so many simultaneous stories, you know?
I have to contact the police. I should be able to call from the front desk.
How do I go down? Sir, can you move? I gotta go downstairs. Whoa, what the? How do I get downstairs? Was there anything in his safe? I don't remember. I think this is the one I was just in. No, it's not. You can't get in all the safes. The safes. What is the plural of safe? That's what the one I was just in. The safes. Take the stairs. Okay, well.
I knew blocking the stairs would be a bad idea.
Doesn't look like I can, pretty lady. Doesn't look like I'm taking the stairs any day soon. How do I unblock the stairs? Let me move. I'm a woman. I'm helpless. You know? Can't get divorced. Can't clear the stairwell.
I knew blocking the stairs would be a bad idea.
Go back to the elevator? Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, girl. What? I can move a dead body, but I can't move the fucking ladder to go down the stairs. Brilliant. Girl. All right, let's just walk directly into jail. Can I finally get tea? Aw.
Anybody down here?
Why do they need so many 90-degree right angle things? Well, that's a dead end. I think everyone is dead. What do you guys think? Hello? Beth? You dead too, girl? Everything is locked. What the fuck?
Beth? Where is everyone?
It was all a dream. I used to clean rooms and magazines. Whose hat is this? Don Draper? Can I leave? I don't want to leave. I'm not ready to go to jail. Hello, 911. Somebody killed a man, but no one else is here but me.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
They speak French.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby. But the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
Okay, that's not realistic. They would be speaking French. All right, we're getting arrested. Should we have a little party before we go to prison? Have a little
Is this the
party
brochure Beth
before
was
we
talking
go to
about?
prison.
The one
We're
that
never
came in
gonna
the
see
mail for
that
Anne?
beach again. New Hollywood, forget it. Have a little party before prison.
The West Coast. That's about as far from Montreal as you can
Yeah,
get without
we're
crossing
not
an
going
ocean.
there. No ride the roads to romance. Weehaw.
So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened
Are
to
we
Hector
still
part of their
concerned about
plan?
these lesbians? Really? Like, a man died. And we're totally gonna get framed. Girl. You are living in La La Land. Like, la 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 la.
VIP want to meet with Paul. Maybe he fell for his role playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
To all reception staff, disca previous instruction, our prestigious guest has expressed the desire to miss the guest from room 505. I cannot fathom what such an illustrious man wants from such a freak. But if you see him, please direct him towards my office. Thank you, Bernard Le Duc.
Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel.
To all reception staff, I have heard more reports on the freak from room 505 and his strange behavior, following people around, spying on guests, etc. As you are all aware, It's literally, I just realized Zyler is the French accent. True. True. As we are, we have a very prestigious guest in room 602. Merci to someone. And I would hate for him, his stay at our distinguished establishment to be tarnished because of some other undesirable guest. Bianca is going to be wearing a beautiful Christmas tree on her body. Bientôt. Informs the guest in 505 that he must vacate his room as soon as possible. Invent an excuse if you must. Also, note that from now on, if you can pay, you can stay. Policy no longer applies. Guests who do not fit the hotel's new elevated standards shall be denied their room. Okay, so you have to be rich and not a freak. Just stay at this hotel. This is the rich non-freak hotel, bruh.
Okay, I can see how this could make Paul look bad. But it's obvious Bernard cares more about the hotel's reputation than the guests' well-being. Now, I just have to wait for the police.
I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Let's light the place on fire. Clout Class Clarington, it's in the name. Matchsticks. Oh, maybe I could be an arsoniste and a murderer. Go to jail for 2 crimes at once. A 2 for 1. Oui, oui, lesser included offense. What do you say? J'aime ça beaucoup. Logbook. I was never here. Cruise is the last one. And then it says H, VIP. Which is Hector. There's another phone. Can I call the opposite of the police? Can I call the Canadian maple syrup mafia? Yes. Yes. What am I supposed to do? This is like so scary. Waiting for police. Like, surely... Oh, cutscene. No. No.
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Beeeynn, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Oh, merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about
That's
to
what you say? Shit? Meld is shit. Like, oh shit, shit. That's what she just said. Intéressant. Go on.
Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
Meld.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone
The snow is kind of calming.
did this to him.
You mean... Merde.
Shit.
Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
Why is she... You know... Let's save this interrogation for les officiers. This is a weird reaction, right? I don't know what to say to her. Okay, if this is real life, and I am... What would you say? Thank you, Celia. Thank you. Okay. If this is real life, which it definitely is not, I would absolutely not say anything that I don't have to. And if it's just someone that perceives me as like a friend, I would say the least amount of information because I don't know what's going on and I don't want to put myself at risk should there be anything. So I would say no, because I don't want to lead her into... Or wait, actually, if I say yes, then she doesn't think I'm onto her. But if I say no, then she might think she's at risk for being implicated. It really depends what she thinks and what she did, you know what I mean? But saying the least possible, yeah, a yes or no isn't really doing exactly what let her kill us. Excusez-moi. Hell no. I think you can say no safely since you learned about Sam's issues with Hector. Yeah. Like, I could be like, oh, there's other things. I'll say no, but it's not like I'm saying, it's you, kill me next.
What about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting. I also found a letter from one of Hector's customers. He seemed really angry. I guess it could be him as well.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them.
Do I?
If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them.
Who
It
gives
might
a
not
shit?
even matter in the end if they did it or not.
What? What? I'm sorry. Hello? We need to protect their affair. Please explain.
What are you saying?
It's just... cops like to go after people who are different. People like Anne, like Marcella, like me. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At the White Cat. It's
was
supposed
on
to
a
be a
match
safe space,
thing.
but it gets raided by cops every now and then.
Okay, so she just
I
has
know Anne
distrust
was
of
caught up
police, so
these
she
ones, too.
doesn't want
Wait,
them
You
to
know her?
implicate.
Yeah, that's how I knew the answer to the riddle. I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times.
Okay, but that's...
Marcella and her, they're just like me.
thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just
Girl,
friends,
now
Sophie.
is not the time. Why does every game I've ever played do this? Like, we're literally about to die, and then, like, North wants to make out with us, okay? You know, or we're going through, like, ridiculous trauma, and then Chloe's like, make out with me. We're like, literally relax. Like, someone just died in the middle of the fucking elevator, and you're like, I would like to date you. Girl! Like, every single game. It's not being a robot. This is crazy behavior. Like, this is not normal. Do not do this in real life. There's a giant car crash, someone dies. Relax. Take 2 seconds to think about what just happened. Process. Okay? And then do weird shit. Trauma bonding. Yeah, no, I understand what it is, but games always work it in like it's like the good outcome. Like, yeah, let's trauma bond. And I'm always like, we have time. Let's relax. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, like, shit has gone down, you know? Let's take a few sec. Please, can I have a glass of water? Holy shit. Yeah, all these games are literally trauma bonding. I know. That's probably my, like, main criticism of games directed towards young adults is that, like, that's literally all of their plots. The romanticization of trauma bonding, basically. I'll write you an essay on it later. Okay. So if I say I'm not sure, are you gonna get mad at me?
I'm not sure if I feel the same way or not.
2%!
Oh. Okay, yeah. I mean, you have a lot to think about.
Yes, I
already.
do. Thank you. And
Add to
so do
that.
you. Dude just died.
The police is here.
Can you ask me out another day? Like, relax.
Tell them, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You are moving too fast. Yeah, if you want to take the gay option, you have to buy the game and press every heart button. I pressed them
Miss
all
Roy?
up until now.
Miss Roy. Miss Roy.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
We're back to the beginning, I think, right?
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Because it kept fucking slamming on his body? Wait, why is there a drama face? Is that if I'm lying? Wait, what did Girly even ask me to do? Girly just asked me to not implicate the lesbians because she, a lesbian, was previously harmed by police who, according to her, don't like gay people. Or there's a history of that. This is the 1950s. I believe it. But why does his body not, like us lying about his body blocking the door, what does that have to do with implicating the lesbian couple? You know what I mean? Oh, because we moved the body. Yeah. But like, why don't we just say we moved it to take the elevator? Here's the thing about evidence, which will definitely not be fleshed out in this game. But we cannot change the fact that we moved his body. There will be trails. There will be our DNA or otherwise evidence implicated on it. We didn't clean up our fucking shoes. Even if we tried, we probably wouldn't have done it properly. The best move to get out of this would be to just say what actions we actually did. Like, follow the traces of the actions you actually did. You have to say the truth. Okay? If you're ever implicated in a crime and you didn't do anything, but you stepped over the body, you fucking say you stepped over the body. Remember this moment.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the
Also
body.
ask for a lawyer,
Just
but
a
there's no
little.
option here.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up.
See?
So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
What is the game like? I don't know what they mean by the drama face. Are they trying to say like that's the option you want to play when you want to lie? Like you are definitely lying. So it's just like telling you what the lie is, like we didn't remember what it is. Also, if you want real life advice, don't do this ever. Always ask for a lawyer, even if you think you're a witness. Well, actually, that's not always true because the lawyer's expensive. Whatever. Just ask them if you're being interviewed as a witness or a suspect. I think that's like really important. Okay, so it's the sign for acting. Got it. Okay. And no, don't deny. That doesn't always work, especially if you didn't really do anything. Like, no, then you will definitely be implicated.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I
Because they
am.
have footprints of my shoe.
Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
Yes. Why would you lie about that? Like, to me, that's just the dumb option. The dumb option is say, I definitely didn't. And he'll just be like, okay, here is all the evidence. We're going to arrest you right now.
I might have touched a few things.
Unless we
Just to
actually
figure
did
out
it,
what had
and this
happened to
game is a
Mr.
whole
Cruz.
twist.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me.
Yeah, we're dumb.
Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby.
I
That's
touched
where I
all
called
the
the police.
evidence.
Do
I
you
love the
remember what
evidence.
you said to the operator? The exact words.
I
said,
no,
please
I'm
come
afraid I
to
don't.
whatever the street
You
is.
said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
Because I was snooping in their rooms. Mr. Cruz received some death threats. That is true, correct? He's not suspicious of us. He just thinks we're an idiot. Yeah, we are. We saw the evidence and we touched all of it. And it was a good time. And I took my time trudging through it. I read every letter with my bloody fingers and footprints are everywhere. And then a lady asked me out and I said, no, now's not the right time. And then Chat was mad. Okay, he got death threats, right, though? Like, I feel like that would be the correct answer. Also, I think the little magnifying is like a hint.
Well, I know about Mr. Cruz's angry customer. The one who sent him death threats.
Oh, yes, we found those. But the customer in question lives back in Texas, so there's no way he could have killed Mr. Cruz.
Actually,
He lives in Texas, or
I
he...
think he may be staying at the hotel.
Right?
Have you encountered him?
No. In room 504, there's a guest who seems to be traveling alone. Yet, he has these 3 teddy bears in his room. Mr. Cruz's customer lost his 3 children in a fire, and these bears are slightly burnt. So...
An interesting deduction. I'll look
We'll
into
help
that.
you. Will you hire us?
But
we need a new
how
job.
do you even know about the death threats?
Because I fucking looked in his luggage.
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
I didn't think you'd admit it.
You knew already?
See? This is
Suitcases
why you don't
left
lie.
wide open. Makeshift keys left inside of locks. You haven't exactly been subtle about it.
I'm a bad snooper. Arrest
Oh.
me, monsieur.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for
Call me a
violating
dumb,
the guest's
dumb
privacy,
criminal.
I suggest you tell me everything you know.
Okay, I am. Relax. Merci, Lisa.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcela Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning.
Is snooping a crime?
What can you tell me about her?
Okay, obviously they know that I look through all the shit, but like you have to say you look through all the shit or else they're gonna be like, you're lying to us because we already know. So you have to tell them what they reasonably know. This is advice for anything in life, okay? You can't lie to your child if your child already knows what the deal is. You know what I mean? Like, if they've already figured out where the chocolate came from at Easter, then maybe just tell them the truth. Just like in this situation, it's exactly the same type of situation. You know what I mean? The stakes are exactly the same. Okay. What can you tell me about Marcella? Marcella has an affair with another woman. I don't know anything about her. Okay, this is where the game actually makes you decide, because we got information from our bestie that said police don't like gay people because it's 1950 and also divorce is illegal, etc., etc. But why would that be our answer? Like, what can you tell me about her? Why is our first thing like she had an affair with a lady? Like, what? Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about the gameplay storyline, honestly, like in both of these options, and like what the narrative is really gonna do here. Because I'm just gonna guess that I assume the outcome is, if you just tell the truth, is that they're just gonna like arrest her without doing any investigation or ask questions and proving that Beth was right all along, and then it'll turn out that like she didn't do it, and then you just sent her to jail and it was all your fault. That's my prediction if you just say the truth. Because I feel like this game has so far had a narrative that would very much do that, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, they would have to know already, so I would tell the truth. Yeah, I mean, yeah, my current reality strategy would be to be truthful, given the circumstances and everyone's awareness of everything and how we can't hide all the fucking notes that they just picked up and they're gonna find it anyways. But I'm fully aware that Beth's role in this game was to literally make you feel terrible and to want to lie to the police officer the second he asks you about this. That is what this game is set up for the player to do. So if I choose the truth option, chat will be upset because that's what they set it up for. Do you understand? Especially if it goes down the path that I just like predicted. You know what I mean? But viewer discretion is advised. I won't be upset. I would just lie. Is like your instinct to just lie no matter what. Mandy. AKA another 30-year-old subscriber. What? Did you write that as your name on the shop? That's so funny. Okay. Do it the Simply way? Yeah, but y'all are gonna be mad at me and like take the wrong interpretation, which is fine. It happens to me all the time. Choosing the truth is homophobic, said jokingly by a queer. Yeah, I know what this game is doing, but like, oh, gameplay narratives. I also worry that if I pick the left option, it's just gonna end. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like, you chose the bad option. You just sent them to jail. You know, and then like, I don't want that immediately. You know, like I want to see a path. Show the cops he can trust you. We might have more chances to be dishonest than this one. Did you throw away the love letters? No, the only thing I threw away, because I didn't know what throwing away implications was. That's a good question, though. The only thing I threw away was pictures of me that was in the bathroom. So maybe they don't know that he was stalking me. Protect the gays, be honest about other things. But do you understand, like, those two can't always work together? Because, like, if I'm trying to be honest here, then that might contradict each other. So you can't have it both ways, is what this game is saying. In this particular 1950s lens with this particular circumstance. There might be more options post-lie, but yeah, probably. Shouldn't have phoned the photos away of me? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'll lie at first and then maybe... Fuck, but if I lie at first, I can't unlie. No. I have to know about her. I have to know about her because I read all the shit and they know that.
She's having an affair, but it's not what you think. She's been in love with another woman since college. They've been apart for more than 10 years, and now
Yes, I know all about Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont's sexual deviance. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
Bruh!
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, you know, intimate.
What, you want a porno?
I haven't. No.
What?
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
Okay, we're investigating
No,
a murder,
didn't
sir.
Hear anything?
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
Do you want me to answer that? That was a compounding question. Objection. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised the game immediately did this. Like, okay. Yep. Like he wants to think that they killed the man because they are women who like women, therefore they hate men. But also he wants to hear about it. He's like, tell me about it. Is there a porno I can watch though? These options make no sense. Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz? Take a stand or deny? Wait, both of them mean no, right? Wait, which one do I say? If I say I didn't know, and if I take a stand, what does that mean? Am I standing up? Am I leaving? Should we recommend a book? They were roommates? Yeah. What's the difference between take a stand and deny? Serious question. Take a stand is like calling him out. Calling him out. Oh, okay, I think I understand. Yeah, like, sir, you're right. Although he's not gonna like that either. But that's probably a good option as far as the game goes.
What are you trying to imply? That Mrs. Cruz killed her husband because she hates men?
I've seen it before from lesbians.
Oh, this has nothing to
All
do with
lesbians
hate.
kill their
It's about
husbands.
love. Not that you'd understand.
Oh, and you think you do? Then please, enlighten me.
She's brave enough to be with the one she loves. That doesn't make her a criminal. That doesn't mean she killed her husband.
I'm starting to worry you may be one of them, Miss Roy, since you're so eager to defend
And
these
I worry
deviants.
about your ability to do your job, detective, since you seem to be such a—
Enough! One more word, just one more word, and you'll be spending the rest of your night in a cell. Now get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
That's it? Bruh. Can't even do your job. Okay, well, that was the most ineffective interview I've ever seen. He literally got, like, no information. Other than they were roommates.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough.
Oh, why do I feel like I'm home again?
Let's go see what Bernard wants.
Like, someone just died here.
The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to?
Feels like there's more lights on. A balloon? Banksy?
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
Is Beth mad at me because I said I didn't want to date immediately following a murder? Probably. How come I can't? Fuck off.
Without Eugene, the lobby will be a swimming pool by the end of the month.
They're making
Will the
me
rest of the
clean
building
right
even
now.
be standing?
Look, I have to clean all of this. Feels good to clean again, you know? I just want to be a normal little lady. And clean. The best things in life are cleaning.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
Is it about the murder? What the fuck is this? Why'd they fire her? I don't know. Why did they fire her?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act.
What do you think people do in hotels,
Things
bro?
need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working
That's
here.
why they fired Beth.
It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately.
We're totally gonna quit
Clean
now, right?
rooms, satisfied guests,
I take my job very seriously, sir.
as you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I
Allowed?
want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
You're allowed to go back to the dead body floor. I don't wanna. Okay. You're not allowed to not go back to the dead body floor, because if you don't, then you're fired.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the
Does he
month.
have any staff left?
That'll be all.
Can I keep snooping? This is just so, like, you know? Now will she ask us
Hey.
on a date? That's been 2 days
Hey.
since murder?
What a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate
That's not why
the
we quit.
solidarity, but you really didn't have
We
to
quit
do
because
that.
he was gonna make us
think it's
clean
for
up
the best.
around the dead body.
Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
And obviously that's awful and terrible. That goes without saying. But, like, do you see what I mean? We literally selected, like, we quit because he was gonna make us clean the dead body. And then we're, like, telling her, like, oh, we just wanted to be with you. That's just how they read the gameplay. Every game! Every game wants you to jump into relationships immediately after a tragedy. What's next for you?
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course. I could see myself owning my own establishment. One that caters to the right
Now we're
kind
gonna
of
go
crowd.
work for Beth.
Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people. Just not, you know, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad we're friends.
Me too.
I like her eyeliner. Beth's eyeliner. You should know that I like women too. I like that you make me feel seen. What do you think will happen to our guests? Okay. Maybe we could be gay now. You know, it's been like 3 days since the murder. We both just lost our jobs. So like maybe it's just delayed trauma bonding. You know? Maid chat mad for like the last hour. But I think like now for the 5th time the game is like do it.
There's something you should know.
Yes?
Now seems about the right time to be gay. You know, you
think I
just
like
I
women
had to
too.
just you know, ease
Thank
into
you
it.
for telling me. I know it may not always seem like it, but you're gonna be okay.
Thank you, Beth.
Will I? Because I don't think I can spend my life lying and pretending like Anna and Marcella had to.
Well, I have good news for you, Beeeynn. Times are changing. It's already started elsewhere, and it will get here eventually. One day, all the Annes and Marcellas of the world will live happily together, and no one will give a damn.
I really hope that's true.
It will
Fast
be.
forward to Montreal 2023. And I mean, this is mostly supposed to be like a historical reflection of like hard times, but unfortunately, it's still a tragic reality for some people. Depending on your family or legal authority, that is still so archaic, like Montreal, Canada in the 1950s. But in 2023, so that's what the game is supposed to showcase. Is still a problem. That's the point of it. If that wasn't clear. So, Lindsay, in loving memory of Lindsay Franklin, that was Paul's boy from the war. Is that Marcella and Anne? So wait, they went to prison? A boy and a llama. No, a dog. Is that Michelle? Oh no, Clarington grand reopening, VIP only? A Sophie's Choice. What is that, me? With overdue taxes? Me and Beth? Co-owners? Did we go into business? We went into business, but I can't pay my bills? Oh no, oh no! I think maybe this is a win. What is the ending? French English cast. Could I get an explainer, please? What happened? That's not a win? Well, what is a win? I mean, obviously they shouldn't have gone to jail, but like, you know what would be a real win? An investigation into the actual murder. I would like, remember when someone died? Like, can we go back to that and do a proper investigation? And arrest the appropriate suspect and then have a trial, present evidence, and convict if the evidence, you know, amounts to conviction. Because, what the fuck? Like, who actually did the murder? Like, am I missing something? Like, what? What? Watch other endings? Okay, we have time. We finished early. Criminal justice is rarely just. I mean, listen, Shelby. I understand the sentiment of that sentence. You're also talking to someone who did their degree in criminology and spent 10 years in crime statistics and worked in corrections headquarters and continues to watch criminal trials every single day. Yes, for most people, the justice system will never actually get them what they were hoping it would get them. Sometimes it does way more harm, especially to victims. Absolutely, yes. However, to me, that does not mean just don't investigate the crime. Just forget about it. No, like, there should still be due process and efforts and oversight and regulations put into the system and improvements made upon it instead of just being like, fuck it all. We're never gonna find the killer. He's never gonna get justice anyways. You know, like that's not the attitude that I have. Do you understand? I'm not saying trust the system with your eyes closed. I'm just saying, who the fuck killed him? And no one investigated. What about the dead guy? You know what I mean? Like, what about justice for him? No one seemed to care about that. The storyline just kind of dropped off. It was about us. This game was selfish, as is every single game that I play. Is like, it's all about, it's either about your character or it's about the other character who takes all of your energy, which is like Chloe in the Max and Chloe dynamic. And in this one, it's just like us and Beth. And not about, like, literally the guy who died a tragic death right in front of us. Like, what? I don't know. Okay. Let's, I think we'll just have to Google for more endings, right? Let's do that. Let's see the other endings. Yeah, I feel like the ending was rushed. It was very quick, just like a one slide per story. Very weehaw! Yeah, the games are more about relationships rather than murder investigations. Yes, and you know, I don't fault games like this because I understand their objective and the type of person who is playing them. So, it makes sense to me. These games are never about actually solving crime or doing crime and seeing the consequences in the real way. It's always like the emotional relationships surrounding it and then how it affects you, like how that affected us. Like, we didn't want to go back to the 5th floor because we just saw the dead guy, and so we quit over it. And then we just, like, you know, move on with it without anyone solving the crime, which I thought we were gonna solve the crime because we were literally snooping and so good at it and piecing together all the evidence, and then the game just kind of left me hanging because I couldn't come to the conclusion. I thought we would, like, solve it, right? Was that not what it was kind of leading up to? Like, we would figure it out and we would essentially deliver justice, which is also like unrealistic, but still. Konnie left a link for the achievement guide. Yes, Konnie! This is what it feels like as a detective with no clues. I was thinking the same thing. We were so good at it. Might be an overstatement. He left evidence everywhere. Yeah, I know, but I thought we were like gonna solve the murder, not just like, oh, someone died. That's bad for us. Peace, bye. I enjoyed snooping in the accents. Wee wee. Wee-haw. Okay. Let's quit and go to Konnie. Oopsie. How is everyone doing on this Wednesday evening? Are you okay? No one's going to have nightmares, right? Sad because of bigotry? Yeah. I didn't know that was the focus of this game. And I don't like pick games that do this, you know? Because I'm not trying to like make people sad. So if that made you sad, I apologize. That's not my personal goal. I thought it was just about snooping in hotel rooms and maybe solving a murder. Although I did like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I did get a kick out of the little archaic little notes that they were dropping everywhere, like divorce is illegal, like whatever. Like those are kind of funny because it's like so fucking stupid and ridiculous, right? But I didn't think the whole game and its ending would kind of basically become what it did. Okay, Konnie. All right, let me find it. Look after you finish the game. Yes. Weehaw! Yeah, say no to divorce. If we learned anything, just don't do it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My computer is fucky. Fuck. Hold on. This happens after, like, Google Chrome's been open for... Shit. Fuck. My computer's frozen! Okay, hold on. Please hold. I think everything will be okay. Hold on. Hello? Are you back? I had to reset Chrome. Frozen like le Canada. Oui, c'est la même chose. C'est gelé. Wow, we can see the whole room now? What do you mean? Like it's the same room. Okay. Alright, I just had to shut down Chrome. Okay, let's see what Konnie put together. Alright, Konnie didn't put this together. This is from Steam. Alright, okay. I was in the middle of saying I hope that didn't make you sad at the previous or current state of whether it's America or wherever you live or your family or how you feel about relations or justice in your own life. This was supposed to be a 1950s. I interpret this as supposed to be like a dark look at the 1950s that maybe some people think is much better now, but also not as good as they thought it would have been. And that's sad. So like I do think it's designed to make some feel worse. So that's not your fault if you feel a little sad. But yeah. Let's see how we did. So. Ending variations. There was 9 variations. 3 of them depend on your maid skills and 6 on your detective skills. Since most of them can be unlocked together, it's possible to get all of them in one full and 2 partial playthroughs. The ending was just a bit of a flop, but that's no reason no reason the game it's like not their fault. If you destroyed the love letters, maybe the police would investigate the crime better. Yeah, like I wish the option to destroy, like throw away an object or not, was like pretty confusing. Like I was like, why would I throw away this random letter that like seems like important information? You know what I mean? Like I didn't have there was no hints about the implications of throwing a letter away. And then when I started throwing away pictures of me, because I was like, oh, there's an option to throw away, click, click, click. And then everyone's like, wait, why are you throwing them away? And so I was like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't just toss this shit. Like we got to keep it for evidence. So it is kind of strange, you know what I mean? This is the first stream I've ever attended. This is such a social way to be alone. That's what we all do here, ASGTO27. We're all alone right now. Alone together. There wasn't really any clue about that. Yeah, exactly. It just seemed like an innocuous, like, do I throw it away? And then I was like, well, why would I throw it away? I should keep it, just, you know, just in case. The game devs could have done more to flesh out the ending. I thoroughly enjoyed your gameplay as always. Thank you, Polyanarchy. Always appreciate your comments, as always. Yeah, I thought like there'd be an afterlude, you know, like inter but after. And it would like play out the story and like say like, and then Anne and Marcella did this, and then Sophie went on to do this. And so there was like a 2-second cartoon of what I think was supposed to be. But like, did they went to prison? Like, okay, I guess that was our fault, which I totally predicted it. What happened with that one action. But like, what happened to the investigation? They just put them. So I guess that's what they think is justice, right? The game tells you you're a maid, so you clean up until very late in the game. Do you realize maybe you shouldn't have? But there's a difference between clean up and throw away, right? Like there was 2 distinct actions. There was clean up spills, messes, towels, and then there was throw away people's property. So I don't think that's like an intuitive action that the average person playing this game would think they should be doing to everything, right? Like why would you decide to throw away objects from the clients? Like that seems like that would be a bad action. But I wonder like if you threw literally everything away, like what would happen? You would go to jail. All right. Okay. Since most of them can be unlocked together, it's possible to get all of them if you follow these steps. Don't clean up anything until the end of the game except the trash cans and room 509. So if you never clean up anything, don't throw away anything until the end of the game. Make a save when you are in the basement for the first time. This is so specific that like literally no one would do this exactly unless they're looking at this. Keep the lipstick message and the note on the office door. Keep the evidence in Wendy's locker. Return the master key when you're back in the basement. In the laundry room, read the small note. Make a save before opening the wooden box. What? This is ridiculous. After discovering Mr. Cruz's body, do not step in the pool of blood at the ice machine. Oh, so we could have just like not gone there. A Sophie's choice. That's what we got. You chose to stand up to Bernard and quit, but now you have no money. Conditions. Don't clean up except the trash cans. Did I not clean up anything? In Bernard's office, pick, you can't fire me because I quit. Okay, so that's what I got. Employee of the month would be, you got Wendy fired and were a good maid. Bernard remained manager. Moving up the ladder, you got Linda fired. Detective skills. So which one was I for detective skills? None of them? I want to be a detective. So I was a terrible maid and not good enough to be a detective? What? Don't step in blood sounds like a Troom Troom life hack. Don't step in the blood. The real culprit. Thanks to your actions, the real culprit, question mark, ended up in prison. Okay, like, who did it? Like, I don't even think we have full clarity on who did it. Method acting. Thanks to your actions, Paul avoided prison. But who went to prison? This is California. Thanks to your actions, Anne and Marcella avoided prison. Bye-bye, Bernard. With no deviants to blame for his failure, Bernard gave the hotel back to his brother. I think it was the guy who sent the death threat. Like the one who was sending the loan threats. So, like, yes, Sarah. I also think this means it wasn't Paul, Marcella, or Anne. But here's the thing. Like, the This is California or method acting, you know, sound like these are good options, obviously. But it's still, like, who did it? Like, what? Like, hello? Hello? I would like to know who actually did the murder. I feel like that was the most important thing the story was leading up to, but apparently I was wrong. This is why you should have lied? But that wouldn't get us the answer either. It would get us one of these. It would just say, like, they avoided prison. They avoided prison. And, like, no clarity on who did it. Even this one, thanks to your actions, the real question mark ended up in prison. What? Like, what? During the interrogation at the end of the game, pick these options. Mr. Cruz's body was blocking the doors. Use an ice pick. Nothing. Death threats. But then switch to Mr. Cruz told me I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about her. Right. So it was like follow the status quo of being honest, but then switch to lying. Dead end and gone. Thanks to your actions, no one was sent to prison. And the police is at an impasse. Thanks to your actions, no one was sent to prison. Is that a good thing? Because someone did kill him, right? Or was it an accident? And then no one should go to prison. Like, what? Please tell me I'm not crazy. Why is it? The only way that's a good thing is if it was an accident and no one did it. Then no one should go to prison. Did he just slip and fall? The dad with the dead family is definitely the killer. Then I just wish that was like fleshed out or clarified. Good for no one to go to prison if there wasn't evidence to convict. Yeah, but this game gave us so much effort of assembling evidence and then zero effort on analyzing it to execute any conclusions. So, like, that makes no sense. Like, what do you mean there's no evidence? Like, what? Like, we were, like, just there. we were so close. Someone could have made a case. Like, please, what? It was probably Beth. It was just ketchup. Actually, there was no murder. It was just ketchup. This bed you made, which is the name of the game, you tampered with evidence, got caught, and ended up in prison. Oh, that could have been me. This is not giving you the answers. It's telling you how to get these endings. Yes, I'm aware. Then you can replay the ending. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't go to prison. So there's that. Let's see if there's pictures of the ending. Okay, so I think I'm gonna Google. I'm just gonna do a fresh Google search for endings. Okay, I like the game, just to be clear. Like, I actually think it was good gameplay. It was interesting. There was a lot of like things to explore and very distracting, which made it interesting. But at the same time, I feel like the ending didn't conclude what I was thinking it was gonna go. Like, it focused on something else, not not the murder, which the whole thing I thought was leading up to. Okay, I gotta find a good website that has, because this game's newer, there isn't as much, right? The ending felt rushed. The ending negated all the work it took to get there. That's how I feel. Like, the game just needed to continue for a little bit longer to be more satisfying. Yeah, like, I wanted like a story, you know, a show and tell for like at least 3 minutes to show me the consequences, and also please wrap up the murder. I've been Googling for 5 minutes. I found nothing. No! Okay, so the good ending. This isn't really a good website. Okay, let me see if I can find a better one. Death by Kesha. What? Kesha did it. Steve. Steve is gonna look really cool in this sweater. I don't think there's like a good summary of this because it's too new. Know what I mean? Navigating towards the true ending. If you're curious about how to get the true ending, what is truth? The lockers are vital. What? No, tell me what the true ending is. Fuck this clickbait. I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get any more satisfaction than anything we've learned. YouTube Collectors Hub? What does that mean? Is that what this was? So this is just showing, yeah. I just don't want to play whatever they have. So this is just the visuals of what happened. But again, like you're just supposed to very briefly infer the consequences, right? Like, yeah, it's just the recap, basically, like what we just saw, but for each ending. Damn. Okay, I'm not the only one confused. Oh, zero comment on this. Okay, well, I just want to see the romance ending. I think this is it. That's it. If you got the romance ending, I think this is it. The ladies are on a beach. In the sand. There you go. Would that have been more satisfying? We never know who was the killer. Apparently not. Like, even when it's like the true culprit was caught. Tell me who it is. I would like to attend the trial. Okay? I would, you know? What the heck? Alright, well. Let's do a poll. Did you enjoy the game, this bed we made? Ooh, new management. Who's that? All are welcome. Woke boy. That's us in jail for tampering with evidence. So stupid. That's us still being a maid in the same place, not quitting. That's us in debt. That's Beth. Montreal Detention Center for Women. So one of us is going to prison. The same outcome, but hugging differently. Okay. She waited for you to get out of prison. Oh, got it. Okay, this is where we open a bar. I liked the game, just don't think the ending fleshed out the detective part of the game. Yeah, that's why I feel a little like this game was about snooping and detective work and piecing clues together, and then it kind of just ended heavy on relationship and police bias and judgment and like that kind of stuff, and like not really about solving the literal murder that it took 10 hours of gameplay to get to. So that's why I feel it like stopped a little bit short of executing the detective vibes it was giving. To me, it kind of just ended like most other games that target a younger audience do, which is like focusing on relationship stuff as opposed to the rest of the narrative that was also there to like make it, you know, an interesting story, like a tragedy or like something wild occurred, and then they just like forget all about that, and then they're like, but do you love me? Like, that's my summary of like 80% of the games we played. Yeah. But do you want to make out? Okay, what's the next game? Anyone got another game? I liked the game. I loved your gameplay. The ending was a bit meh. We needed more murder and solving. Still overall 7 out of 10. Yeah. Most of you liked it. 81%. I still liked it. Like, the gameplay was fun. Just the ending was frustrating, but not unlike a lot of other games that I have similarly been frustrated by the ending or like the premise for the same reason, but that's a me problem, not the game problem. Although for this one, I do think some of it was kind of a game problem. I think they could have fleshed it a little bit more, just a little. That's my very professional experienced gamer advice. Yeah, more murder and more murder solving, please. More French games. Oui, oui, comme ça. It seems that most games kind of fail at the ending, even though they're good and fun to watch throughout. Yeah, I hear you. Well, it's because it's so hard to deliver a satisfying ending. More text in French. Oui ha! Oui oui ha ha! I love the ending of Detroit Become Human. Okay, like Detroit Become Human is still the best game to ever exist. Fight me. I want to play that new cat game like Kitty in the City, but it's not out till 2024, so the other games on... Does anyone remember what I polled you guys last time? I believe it was... Want to play The Last of Us Friday? This Friday? Like, on your stream? Maybe. I don't know. I have so much work to do. I was thinking of maybe even, like, not streaming Saturday because I have so much work. But Ben's asking me to play The Last of Us. Boo! Boo you. As a queer Montrealer, I appreciated the references to my city's history. I played it in French. Oh, cool! And honestly, so well done too. Same voice actors. Oh, I should have played it in French. That would have annoyed 95% of viewers, but it would have been funny. Let's go to Montreal. You were just in Montreal, Ben. I like your Chanel. Merci beaucoup. Vacation Montréal. Oui, oui, comme ça, yeehaw. Weehaw. You did search for it for 10 minutes. Samuel Williams' arrest triggers the true killer ending. So he is the true killer, that SW guy who was like threatening. Yeah, okay. I hear you. Yeah, that would make sense. But even the way it was written and like the picture that they showed for that ending was like real culprit question mark and like, you know, like the little icon for it. Okay, I don't know what the next game we will play is. My friend is in Montreal right now. Cool. What are they doing? They eating Montreal smoked meat with la moutarde mustard. I don't know. That's what I did when I went to Montreal. They're hanging out by the ice freezer. Fries with vinegar. A poutine. Not vinaigre. Poutine. Oh yeah, it's Schwartz. That's the name. I've been there. Schwartz Deli. And then they like started selling them in like freezer packs. Okay, what are other detective-y games? What should I look up? Go. Detective games that solve crimes or murders. Go. Nancy Drew. That's like 8 million results though, right? Okay, what else? On Crescent Street? Poutine Simulator? That is not correct! The Wolf Among... Is that detective? Honestly, the trailers doesn't tell me anything. The Paynes Creek Killings? That looks scary. Telling lies? Did we do that already? Oh, we didn't do that, but it's by like the same people who did something else, right? The girl with the hairbrush. Sherlock Holmes. Twin Mirror. No Detective Pikachu. No Pokemon, go to the Pulse. Her Story, we already did that. That's not. Oh, maybe it's not on Steam. Is Until Dawn a detective game? It's not on Steam. I can only play games that are on Steam. It's only on like PlayStation and shit. I don't have that. Boo, PlayStation. Why must I have a whole other computer to play a computer game? Like, just let me play it on my computer with my computer. You know what I mean? I don't want a PlayStation. Beyond Two Souls was also on my list. Exactly, this is why I don't play games. I mean, there's like 8 million games on Steam, so I've done pretty good so far, only playing games on Steam and nowhere else, and we've never had a problem, you know what I mean? Look into Minko's Night Market, Story Cute Cats. I feel like, does that sound familiar? Or am I making that up? Minkios. Night Market? Is it misspelled? Minicos. Oh, Minicos. Okay. Oh, we did look at it. I think I've seen this before, yeah. All right, let's look at some of the options here. Okay, what the fuck is going on with Nancy Drew? There's like 8 million games. I have no idea. Oh my god. You might like, there is no game. There is no... I should name a nail polish. This is not a nail polish. Wouldn't that be funny? Play this bed we made again from the 70% saved point. You do that. You go. You do it. A Way Out? That's one for 2 people, right? Payne's Creek Killings. I have that up here. You will enjoy Wolf Among Us. It's a detective game with fairy tale characters. I don't know if that means I will enjoy it, because I generally don't like really things that are extremely unrealistic. And the trailer didn't really inspire much for me, but people have also said the trailer's not good for what it is. At dead of night. Okay, I'm going back to Nancy Drew. What do I watch? Classic bundle? Give me a video. Nancy? The fuck is the first game? How do I like watch something? This is so stupid. Why is there no videos? Why are there so many Nancy Drew games? I have no clue. I mean, I guess people kept buying them. The Blackmore Manor is first. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Okay, none of these have a video. This isn't gonna sell me. This guy's not gonna sell me. I need to see him in motion. I need to know his accent. What is this? I need a trailer. They're too old for videos? It's 2004? What, they can't make videos in 2004? That's a lie, okay? Because it's a video game that is a video. Duh. What? I do not believe it. Okay, no. All right, we're watching this one. The Paynes Creek Killings. Who killed Vivian Roberts? Why was she killed? Who do you suspect? I like their font. It's Beeeynn. It's the same font as HOLO THERE. Where will you begin your search for HOLO THERE? What is the code? What mysteries will you solve? Diary. Whose story will you uncover? What HOLO THERE will you add next? How far will you go for the truth to unlock the perfect HOLO THERE combo? Can you find all the secrets? Can you uncover the truth of the Paynes Creek Killings? I mean, it might have potential. That trailer, like, was pretty uninspired.
Hi, my name is Yoshina
Hello?
Tsuchida, and I'm one of the developers of the Paynes Creek Killings
I'm
by
sorry?
EQ Studios. In this video, I want to give you some insights of the game mechanics and a quick look of the gameplay to show you the feel of the game.
This is a 6-minute video,
In the Paynes
sir.
Creek Killings, you play as Janet, a young journalist who's been asked by her chief editor to investigate the mysteries of a town called Paynes Creek. You must rely on your detective skills to uncover the mysteries and hopefully find an interesting story for your newspaper. You begin the game with a letter from your chief editor with details of the case that you are assigned to. Throughout the game, your objectives are to find out who killed Vivian Roberts, why she was killed, and how she died.
Look, now I am French. The moustache.
The camera is one of the mechanics that you'll be able to use for your investigation. You'll be able to take photos of anything that seems important to you.
I am
The photos will be saved and you'll be able to review them anytime. This is the sheriff outpost, and this is one of the many buildings that you'll be able to explore and look for more clues.
I mean, I like it. It's just like, it's not giving me the hook, you know? It's not like, here is the crazy shit that went down. Don't you want to figure it out, you know? But that could just be a trailer problem. Shadow of Doubt. It's a detective game with a 9 out of 10 rating. D'accord, on va explorer. Shadow of Doubt. No doubt. Shadow of No Doubt. Gwen Stefani.
It was real nice, wasn't it? 28 floors up. All that rosewood and gold trim got you soured up inside. So you decided to take things further.
You think I'm gonna squeal?
I know you're going to squeal, Mr.
Is
Franklin.
Minecraft? Is it Roblox or Minecraft? Or Emily is Away? The pixels are so funny.
You know what happens to that nice family of yours if you go down?
Go to hell. I'm no stoolie.
Sure you're not.
I didn't know it was pixelated. I'm sorry.
Don't try
Girl.
to leave me pain no more.
Then why'd you recommend it? What?
Small change.
What? I have mods just going rogue recommending things they don't even know. Careful now. Okay. Here's Telling Lies. Telling lies, telling sweet little lies. Winner, but no wheat.
How do you do it?
I don't know.
Just promise me you won't laugh, okay?
No laughing.
You do not trust me.
No.
Well.
You like it?
Here comes trouble right now.
1,
2.
3.
Oh my god, I recognize
You lie to
him.
people and they believe you.
He was in the. He was Ryan's brother in those.
You lie to people and they believe you.
Another girl was a robot in Westworld. Those are some good grades. Telling Lies. 4 private lives, 1 big lie. Search through.
Listen,
secret-
I need you to do me a favor,
of questions. You already know too much. It's late. I gotta get her in the bath. Alright, love you. Wait, love you.
It's like her story.
I've only ever been in love once.
With Marissa.
It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly.
Will we find another hairbrush?
I guess I still carry a torch for her. Which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend.
It's the successor to her story.
A man died in my favorite work today.
But it's not British.
We haven't done anything.
That looks interesting. Okay, what was this? Sherlock Holmes? Again, 8 million fucking games. This is like such a crazy thing to begin. Fuck.
The position of the inkwell indicates that the victim is left-handed. However, the bullet entered the right temple. That's strange. The goodbye letter was written while the victim's glasses were left untouched upon the nightstand. Who would want their final words to appear crooked? Traces of a long dress. Is a crime disguised as suicide? The maid? No. I have it. They belong to the priest who wanted to retain ownership of the land for his presbytery. The first case on this island is closed.
That's incredible, Sherlock. You always impress me.
He talks very fast, faster than me.
Well, did you really think that you could come to this island without getting a little dirty?
It is British though, I like that.
That investigation was easy, but this personal mission that brought you here, you know it's nothing but pain and madness. I know it's not so far from what's already in your mind.
Okay, like I think it's probably amazing, because there's 8 million of them. But I also find it a little bit intimidating, if I'm being quite honest, that there's 87 of them and I don't know where to begin. And I feel like it's just a huge commitment, if you know what I'm saying. Please, sir, no disrespect to Mr. Holmes, Sherlock himself. Or Nancy Drew, it's just you've done a lot with your life. I believe you. I believe you're amazing, but I don't know if I can take you on. Okay, someone said something I wanted to look up. A rusty lake. A rusty spoon. Wait, which one? Oh.
Welcome to Rusty Lake, the place where your family tree will grow.
Oh, family trees! What's a second cousin? It's kind of creepy. Blood of your family runs through your veins. It's like Frambo fuckery. Ouija board.
Don't worry. We are always here in our past and future lives.
I'm scared. I'm too scared. It's creepy. Put a pin in that one. Write that down, but it's creepy. Here, I should listen to myself. Rusty spoon. Is your spoon rusty? Okay, twin mirror.
Look, you've been helping me for a long time. Even today, without you, I would still be lost in my own head. I'll take the compliment. But the two halves of your world, they don't mix. There's Sam, the well-adjusted human.
Thank you so much.
And there's Sam, the depressed, truth-obsessed misanthrope. I'll tell you what the truth is. To be happy, sometimes you need to focus on people
Thank you, Sam.
and not things. They're facts, not things, and they should matter to everyone. Objective reality is a subjective myth. Why does it have to be so complicated out there?
Don't touch me!
But you're still here. Still trying. You just have to care more about the people around you. You always make it sound like you care, but all you want is to change me. You adapted to other people. Wasn't it nice to feel accepted? Stop pretending you're someone else. Or keep looking for a truth that may not exist and leave everyone else behind. No matter the consequences.
Ooh, I like consequences. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I think it's kind of murdery. Just maybe one or two, you know? But, it's hard to say. Sorry, my eyes are... Yeah.
Congratulations! You've been accepted to Escape Academy.
This sounds way too happy.
I don't even know why we put locks on the doors here. It appears you do excel in one area. Failure.
Oh, it's co-op.
It's all gonna be fine!
No, I can't play games.
Do you have what it takes to become an escapist?
It frustrates
There's
them.
only one way to find out.
Stop it! Stop!
Welcome to the Academy.
No! No, too happy. Okay, LA Noire. It doesn't have a video. Ugh. Sorry, I can't do it. I need a video. Okay, we've already seen Beyond Two Souls a million times. So I'm not going to play it again, but you've seen it. This we watched once. But is it fucked up? That's what I need to know. Because if it's just too happy and kind of blah, then I won't like it, you know? Like, invites players to craft whimsical items, eat delicious snacks, and enjoy all the cats. So, like, nothing bad happens, ever. You know? It's only wholesome, like, I don't know. It might get a little boring, you know? The cats are cute, but... You want fucked up immortality. What's that? It's probably like fucking terrifying. What is this?
It's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director,
Wheat.
was casting for his
This is
new
good.
movie, Ambrosio. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
Disappearance. Interesting. Find the footage.
What is your name?
Marissa Marcel.
Did we get it right?
It's like the Her Story thing, yeah. By the same people, right? Sam Barlow. An interactive movie trilogy. There's so many of these games that are like mini movies about.
That's good. Ready to move on to the standing close-ups? Miss Perkins, you can flirt with Carl now.
Okay.
But like,
I've succeeded.
look at
Beyond
all
my
this.
wildest hopes, I shall live, Ambrosio.
Like, come on, look at all the wheat, okay? Whenever I see like 10 times the wheat, you know it's gonna be good. Okay. I do have Beyond Two Souls here, but I feel like we've watched this trailer 8 million times, or I have. There is no game. There's a few of these. There is no games. Me? Scary.
Hello, user.
No, Ben, I'm
Program
deciding
speaking.
what to play.
Actually,
Relax.
there's no game. Hey! What are you doing, user? I told you there was no game. Don't touch that!
Call me a goat?
Will you stop? Are you crazy?
Okay, this is
You're breaking
stupid,
all my
right?
content.
Like on purpose?
No, 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 no! What is happening? Where are we? What have you done, user?
Night
Oh no.
Okay, I'll
We've
look it up
probably entered a different video game dimension! Super cold. User, this still isn't our dimension.
Interesting, but I don't like the narrator.
Is that a missed puzzle? Hero,
It's too like
stop
Mario
running
and
around in
Luigi,
circles.
you know? I'm very picky about narrators. It just like sounds like it's talking to a 10-year-old.
You look perfect. How depressing. Good evening, Cody. Ready when you are.
British, I love
The
it.
God's Hand Archipelago boasts some of the most beautiful sights in the North Pacific Ocean. None more so than its largest island, Le Pouce. However, despite this, there is very little development on the island, and no tourism.
Très sauvage et n'accueille que peu de touristes.
It's French.
Two calls. Both need someone who can speak Canard. This is interpreting, not translation. You don't have to be word perfect. What was that?
Nothing.
Dad, come on, this is ridiculous. You need to come out.
I want you to lock me in.
What?
That language is dangerous, and so is that island.
What?
Qui aime opum palusi.
Stop it!
ITG, ITG, ITG.
That's not French.
They know more about hell than you ever did.
I need you to believe me.
The book was not French.
You need to get some rest. You're being hysterical.
Babies.
Spirits will follow you.
I can't get out. You will help us. Or we will end those loved by you. Ah! You did
Okay, what is this? The
Well, then.
exorcism?
What the f?
Okay, like a little too much for Simply. But there was French and British, and I was like, yes. And then there were just a little bit too much exorcism. Oh no!
Where are you? You all went off and left me behind.
We've all booked into a hotel up the road. Just say it with us.
Jimmy Hall has a secret.
Maya, I presume. Oh, don't be alarmed.
ghost is a clown? Is that my EMF? Okay, that looks scary. I feel like I would die immediately and then 10 times over. A little too much. Ah! Jesus fucking Christ, right? Too much spook.
No, not that way. Okay, good. I'm checking my...
Markiplier!
Rules follow the compass. Here we go. Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Alright, okay. I've been wanting to play Beyond Two Souls. I've just been putting it off. Telling Lies is like Immortality. It's like same type of thing. Kind of like Her Story. And the Payne's Creek Killings looks interesting, but like the trailer wasn't really saying much. So let's just put these 4 up and I'll tell you to vote. How about that? Okay. Pick your fate. Telling lies. Tealing. I will remind you briefly in a second. Just let me write them out. So you don't have to vote immediately. I'll refresh your recollection. Okay, so the Payne's Creek Killings was this. It was like spooky. There's no one around, but you have to snoop and find evidence for a cold case in an abandoned town. Probably like low key. I don't think crazy jump scares, but more about uncovering the truth. Telling Lies was 4 people who you have to talk to and like find out about what the truth was. Kind of like Her Story, you know, and then like all the evidence is collected. Then you have Immortality, which I think is also another one of those kind of like realistic type movie games. But someone said it was like really fucked up story and there's a lot of wheat. Okay, so heavy on the wheat. And then Beyond Two Souls, which we have seen a lot. Here, I'll just turn that off so you can at least kind of watch it. And this is by the same makers as Detroit Become Human. I've also heard that the gameplay is not exactly as good. Like the storyline wasn't as good, but it was still okay. It's not the same characters or anything like that. But the gameplay would be similar to Detroit Become Human. And it's a psychological thriller, presumably where you have to like, you know, choose things and suffer consequences. And I'm just making sure I write them all down regardless, so I remember them for next time. Heavy on the wheat, like bread? No, like this. Like anytime you see a game with like wheat beside it, it means good game. I heard Detroit Become Human and clicked immediately. It is like way more known. See, there's like 15,000 positive recent reviews, whereas this one has 1,000, this one has 1,000, this one has 3,000. So like, yes, this is way more well known, but I also have heard feedback that like it's not gonna be as satisfying and good in the way that Detroit Become Human was. I'm not saying it's bad, but like I'm just mentally preparing myself that I'm not expecting Detroit Become Human, you know? Laurel wreaths, not wheat? No, this is wheat. It's wheat to me! The controls in Beyond Two Souls are so annoying. Haha. Are you laughing at me? 'Cause it's winning? Great. That's okay. All right. That seals the deal. We will be playing Beyond Two Souls next Wednesday. And I think I'm actually going to not stream Saturday because I have a lot of stuff that I have to catch up on for HOLO Taco for 12 Days of Christmas without the H. And I just like, I don't know. I think I have to take Saturday off and then we'll be back on Wednesday to play Beyond Two Souls. There also won't be a podcast because we're basically doing it every other week. I know, I'm sorry, but you know, you'll have Ben allegedly on Friday. But yes, Beyond Two Souls, same time, same place next week. All right. Give yourself a little break with us. But like, I have to do work on my computer. That's the other computer. So like, you can't be there. You know what I mean? like I can't always make it work for you to watch me work. And then I have to talk to you, so I'm distracted. So it's different than, you know, watching in my basement, which I will still be doing. But I can't have you distracting me like you normally do, you know? Let the woman work. And don't forget to oil your nails. Okay? Oil your nails right now. What are you doing? Remember, I know who bought this, and I also know how long you've had it for, okay? So you're gonna get an email after like a month of having the nail oil pen that's gonna be like, so have you oiled your nails? Okay, see, Nightbot? So maybe you should feel guilty when you get an email like that. A post-purchase email that's asking if you need a refill. Yeah, because you should, because you've been oiling, right? I'm oiling, mother. Good. Good children, yes. All right. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the Menchie Gang members. Menchie Gang stream is, what did I say? I'll say it again. Is on November 26th on Sunday. I'm on my second cartridge. Good girl. Let's go. I moved and I forgot. Procrastination. Don't procrastinate finding that oil. You promised us combos on Saturday. Not this Saturday. I said like, I feel like that'd be a cozy December stream or something. Yes, we are going to do combos, but just not this Saturday. I have too much shit to do. But thanks so much to the mods. Thanks to the members. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Have a good rest of your week.